Hi warriors, it's Hanne here, and today I wanted to share some things. Some things that I didn't think I'd want to share initially. Some things that I nevertheless feel need addressing. It's now been a few months, almost half a year, since I posted my video traveling to Marbella by bike and ending that video quite abruptly with a lot of tears and some chat about, loving your loved ones, taking the time to appreciate them, not taking things for granted. And I left it at that. I think most of you definitely granted me my privacy. Most of you were very respectful about it, though there was definitely some chatter, some rumors, some speculation about me, my health, relapse, all sorts. And I can tell you my health is fine, it's nothing to do with that. But I actually lost a really loved one to suicide. And I wanted to address it today because I thought I'd give myself some time to process, I'd get myself over it, I'd be fine. But here we are, half a year later, and all of a sudden, the past few days, I've just felt like shit. And I've realized over the course of yesterday and today that it's actually because I've not been processing it at all. I've just been suppressing it. And I've been all smiles, all happy because I've been suppressing it. But there's little triggers, little things that can just make it bubble back up. So I need to process it, and I don't know how to process it because something like this is too big to process. And I do always say that there's a time and place for counseling, there's a time and place for therapy, coaching, etc. in everyone's life. And I think maybe I've reached that kind of place. Maybe it's something I could do with. And I just wanted to be open with you guys about that and be honest with you guys about that because, I don't know, I think this event has held a whole lot of weight for me just because this person I lost meant a lot to me, and because it just opened old wounds, because I know what it's like to be suicidal and it's not fun in the least. So yeah, an unscripted video today of me just opening up. Maybe it's going to be complete bullshit, but I wanted to share this so that you're all aware and so that I can get this off my chest as well, because it's fucking hard. It's really hard. And as I said, I wasn't going to share anything about it. It's my private life. I don't have to share it. But then I figured it's something that's not talked about at all because of shame. It's still very much taboo, and also because it is so damn difficult to talk about. And that's why precisely I wanted to talk about it. Because it's out there. It's not going anywhere. Unfortunately. Anyway, I said this news I received was hard for a few reasons. One being that I was so damn close to this person, and even though we didn't see each other for a year, 2 years at a time, we didn't really chat in between those times. It was always like coming back to a good old friend every single time, and she was always the life of the party. And I am serious about that, she was the life of the party. And sort of the last person you'd expect to take her own life. And I'm angry because this is my job. Mental health is my job. I've worked with 100 at least people struggling with suicidality. So I'm frankly pissed off that she didn't speak to me about it, but not to anyone. And with Christmas coming up, I know we'd invite her over, we'd have a jolly good time, and this year it's just it's gonna be very different. And I know she did this because the peace of not living probably outweighed the chaos of living. But guess what? Suicide isn't the freaking answer. It doesn't take the pain away, it just transfers it, multiplies it, and transfers it to all of your loved ones. And I guess that's what I would remind myself of when I was at my lowest, when I didn't want to be here anymore. But in that moment, she wasn't thinking about that. She wasn't thinking about her family. She wasn't thinking about her friends. She was thinking about the pain and wanting it to go away. And it's just opened a lot of wounds. And whenever I think about it, I feel like I'm being super selfish because I'm not thinking about her wounds. I'm thinking about my own wounds. I'm thinking about her missing from my life. I'm thinking about my own suicidal thoughts, my own demons that I've battled and how far I've come. And it sucks. It really sucks. And it's gonna take time, a lot of time. I don't know where I'm going with this video. I am barely gonna be editing this video. I don't want to look back at it, but I do want to share this, and I want to share how I've been trying to deal with this, and I'd love if you could share any of your advice, because frankly, this is not my domain, and I'm glad it isn't, because it sucks. I received the news when I was on my bike, and that gave me a couple of hours to process everything, which was really helpful for me. And even now, when I feel overwhelmed, exercise is something that helps me a lot, and not just going for a little walk. Though walks are great for clearing your head, but boxing the hell out of the boxing ball, lifting heavy shit, throwing myself into the ice cold freaking pool to clear my head, shouting into the pillow, but not talking to anyone about it because I can't, because I'm still trying to make sense of it myself. I don't know what the best way forward is. And sometimes you just won't. Sometimes you just have to keep going forward, even though you don't know where that path is leading you. And that's where I'm at right now. I don't know. I guess I just want to tell everyone that there is a way to keep going forward. I am going forward, even though it doesn't necessarily feel like it. And there will be light at the end of the tunnel. There's people who do care about you, people who want to see you happy, people who want to see you healthy. And there's help out there. There's therapists, there's counselors, there's crisis hotlines. So use them if and when you do need them, because you don't have to be alone in your struggle. Too many people are alone in their struggle, and at some point or other you might believe that you're better off dead, and other people might agree that you're better off dead. But a lot of the time that's just not true. A lot of other people will suffer from you not being here. So open up to people And check in with other people, check in with your friends, your family. Allow them that space to open up too, in case they are struggling, in case they need a shoulder to cry on, in case they need a listening ear. Know that you've got a support network, be a support network for other people, and know that there's tools, resources available for shit like this. Anyway, ramble done. I love you guys loads. I really appreciate this amazing community that we've built up. Everyone who's supporting me on Patreon, who's supporting me by buying my program, who's signing up to my coaching, or even just watching my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. I will never take this for granted. I will never take all of my support for granted. And that's that. Go and tell your loved ones you love them.